What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a fantastic rest of their afternoon. We are back live talking with some recruits who were at the barbecue at the University of Miami this past weekend. Ross, why don't you introduce our next guest who was there? Very talented young man. I'm sure he's got a lot to tell us about.
Yes, very talented young man. 2025 athlete Javarius Lundy out of Carrollwood Day High School.
Javarius, welcome to the Scoop.
Yes, sir.
So you got to tell us, Javarius, how was your time at the University of Miami this past weekend? Were you able to talk with coaches? Maybe current commits at the University of Miami. What was your experience like?
It was just like they was showing me like a good vibe, like fun, happy, exciting, and like I mess with that though. Like that's who I am. That's like what type of person I am. Like I like to be like cool, chilling with the team. Yeah, I like cool coaches.
That's great. I mean, walk me and your experience there. Walk me through. You know, what did they have planned for you? You get there on campus. Walk me through kind of the itinerary and what were the events going on.
They get me on campus. I go into like the safety meeting room and like get to learn a couple plays they run. They run the same playbook we run in high school, basically. They run the same playbook and like what they like goals to do.
Ross, I mean, talk about Javarius. What does he bring to the table as a football player?
You know, you got one side that lists him as an athlete, and the rest are listing him at cornerback. And you see the athleticism, and you see how good he is at cornerback as well. He's just a naturally gifted football player at his age. You don't see guys quite as complete in some areas as him, especially in that 2025 class. And it's why Miami wanted to get to him early, and then why get in his ear and get offers going and stuff, and get a relationship going because they see that talent, man. They see it.
Javarius, did that basically replicate yourself as a football player? Did you want to add anything to that at all?
Only thing I want to add it is I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a true dog.
Yeah, you ain't lying there, man. What's your current height, weight right now?
I'm 170, 6 foot right now.
Okay. Have you had any timed runs lately, like any 40-yard dash or anything like that?
Nah.
So what's this off season been about for you, man? What have you been wanting to really work on to take your game to the next level?
I just been getting big. I like my size from last year. I'm way bigger. I'm increasing my speed. My I don't really work on my hands like that because my hands are already there. Cause like I could catch, yeah, I could do all that. Like tackling, yeah, I want to put more tackling, film on huddle and stuff. I'm coming this year.
I believe it, bro. I believe it, man. Are you working with any specific trainers or just high school coaches?
Um, I had a trainer. It's my uncle. Like he like helped me lift and stuff.
And
Like I
just
lift with him.
oh, you still live with him?
Like I lift with him.
Yeah.
Lift
Oh, yeah. So I got you. And had any other camps recently you've gone to?
camps.
Yeah.
Nah, that was the only one I had went to.
Javarius, how has your recruitment been with the Miami Hurricanes football staff? Who have you been talking to the most right now?
Um, I haven't like had a chance to get the what's call it, but like me and what's call it starting to get in contact. DB coach, we've been starting to get in contact with each other heavy now. That
What
now
offers
that he saw
do
me
you
in
currently?
person,
Oh, sorry for interrupting you. My apologies on that. What
you good?
what offers do you currently hold right now besides the University of Miami?
Tons.
College
I
football
hold a lot. It's a lot.
player.
It's a lot to name.
So you have so many offers from so many great programs. Your class of 2025. I mean, what right now, and you have plenty of time, obviously, to make a decision. More time than you even need. I mean, what are some things you're looking forward to as in this process, whether it's academics, relationship with coaching staff? What are you looking for? It's going to
Uh,
in the fat of college football programs is your decision comes when it arrives. It's going to be a while, but
I'm just trying to I like me as my like I like to have fun and like giggle around, and I'm trying to look for a coach who's gonna ride for me, like be behind my back forever, even after I leave there, like still be with me.
absolutely, I love that. 100%, man. I think the University of Miami is a brotherhood, so I think they have a strong network. I think you see that with all the alumni hanging on the banners at the indoor practice facility.
Just to mention a few of his offers here, we got Duke, Kentucky, Miami, South Carolina, Texas, and Texas A&M. I mean, that's not bad for 2025 at all. That's really, really good for 2025. So that's the type of player we're talking about here, guys. So now that you got a chance to get to Miami, you experienced the barbecue, you got to meet, or at least experience some of the stuff the coaches had to say and the players and stuff had to say and other recruits had to say. I got 3 words for you. It's Miami Hurricanes football. What do those 3 words mean to you now?
I just I don't know how to say it.
Is it the history, like everything,
Yeah, they like most of the people you named there already went to the league, did things in the league. Most people went there, did things in the league, and already became something.
So do you have any favorite players, guys you like to study?
Jalen Ramsey.
Okay. One of the best, man. Yeah, one of the best. Why Jalen Ramsey? What makes you feel like your game matches up with it?
Because like me and him is like trash talkers. Like that's what we do. And
I dig it.
and we could back it up.
What gets you most excited on game day? Like a big hit, pick six. Like what gets you most excited?
I like what get me excited is like my D line. Like they give me that little extra like turn up. Like they be turning us up, get us crunk like after they get a tackle and stuff.
So, Javarius, this upcoming season, you said you're a dog, you're fired up, you're ready to go. What are you doing right now to make sure that you're gonna, show up on the playing field? You're gonna be that dog.
Well, I'm like right now. I've been training like footwork, like with my head coach. We've been doing like footwork things at practice, and like more like I'm just trying to lead my team in tackles, like tackles, picks, whatever you can name. I'm trying to lead it.
Javarius, if there was something that Canes fans don't know about you right now that you want them to know, what would it be? If you can tell all the viewers watching right now after the video is uploaded on YouTube.
There's one thing about me. See me, I see the ball, get the ball.
It's simple. I like it.
Simple, straight to the point.
Yep. Hey, Javarius, we're talking game week film study right now, okay? You're looking at your film against the wide receivers that you're going to predominantly be lined up against. What are some of the first things you look for?
I just look up like how they like I look at like because like receivers, they could tell like you could tell when receivers running like what they doing is they finna run a route or block. Some tighten their gloves and stuff like that, like common things. I just see
that little
because
stuff
I
too.
play both sides, so I already know like what he's doing.
Okay. You play a wide receiver too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that gives you a little edge. Do you feel that gives you a really good edge at cornerback? Has that helped you with tracking the ball in the air as well from that position?
No, I've been like that. I've been like that before because I've been like that my whole entire life. Like I see the ball, get the ball. No question about it. I'm gonna pick it. If go in the animated field, I'm getting it.
Describe your game What kind of player are you? Let Canes fans know who you really are.
I'm a team player. Like, what else can I say? If you're my teammate, I'm gonna ride with you to the end, and like until we done. Like, I'm just stay close with you. I'm a help you. I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna bring you down. I'm gonna help you. I'm always help.
And we know you're a dog already too, for sure.
Yeah, I'm already a dog. Been a dog.
Well, Ross, anything else you got for Jovarius before we let him go?
Just thank you, man, for jumping on here.
You welcome.
Being part of this, letting Cane fans get more familiar with you. The only other question, that I gotta ask is the question that we ask every single recruit that comes on this show, and it's why do you love the game of football? Where do you get that passion in there to go out and compete at a high level?
I love the game of football because of like what I told you. I love Jalen. Like I like how he play and like he boosts me to play harder. Like that's what I watch him before I play, and he make me just like go out there and just go crazy.
Jovarius, I know you got a long way to go in your recruitment, and I think the ball is just starting to roll for you. I know there's a lot of schools that are going to be after you in the near future. So thank you again for coming on the Scoop, man, and we're really excited to see your football career take off.
Yes, sir. Y'all forget to throw it to you now.
You got to throw it up for us. You got to throw it up for us.
All right, y'all.
Jovarius. All right, thank you so much for your time.
You are.
All right, that was Jovarius Lundy. Who was over at the Miami Hurricanes football barbecue event they had this past weekend. Phenomenal young football player. Already has some SEC offers offered by the University of Miami. Got to say, Ross, I think they made a great impression on him.
Yeah, I mean, for him to go out of his way to want to throw it to you at the end there, he wanted to make sure that was something that happened. I mean, that's just love right there. That's showing love to the fan base. It's showing love to the university. It's a great thing to see from a young player.
All right, and we have our next guest backstage. Very talented young man, Charleston Collins. Ross, why don't you introduce him?
Yes, this is 2024 defensive lineman, Charleston College from Wilbur D. Mills High School in Arkansas. He's currently a 4-star and a top 25 defensive lineman on 24/7 Sports Composite Sport.
Charleston, thank you for coming on, man. We greatly appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
So, Charleston, man, how's it been? This recruiting process with class of 2024. I'm sure you got a lot of schools after you. How's this experience been for you?
It's been great. Me, my family, my trainers. We have all enjoyed all the visits and everything so far. It's been fun though. Fast paced. Offer this day, offer that day. Never know what the day holds. Well, it's been fun.
How's it been? Your experience been with the University of Miami coaching staff?
I loved it. Every coach I've talked to from the university, with Coach Jason and all that, and then not only that, but with the past and history that the University of Miami has, definitely a great one.
Jason Taylor, NFL football player. I mean, one of the best to play at his respective position. How is that, to speak with such a great NFL football player, in your recruitment?
I took that with the heart. That offer, impacted me different, especially with him going through this process and, reaching that end goal, like you said, the best in his respective position, so with him taking time out of his day and reaching me, that wasn't, when I got an offer, that wasn't the only conversation we had. We didn't have some check-in phone calls here and there, but, you just got to love him.
Hey, Charleston, what have you been working on this offseason to take your game to the next level?
This offense has been a pass rush heavy offense. You don't got to just too much work on stopping the run. Stopping the run comes down to a want to. You got to want to, hit that other guy in the mouth to, stop the run. But I've been working on pass rush. I play all front four, DN, and tackles. but my starting position is gonna be a D tackle this year. Last year I started at DN, so just the transition and learning different moves from the interior defensive line. It haven't been a challenge, but it's a big difference between pass rushing from the end and pass rushing from D tackle. So, that's mainly what I've been working on, my techniques and run stopping.
Well, it sounds like you're in the weight room right now. What's the weight room focus been this offseason?
Yeah, I definitely been working on my legs, my lower body, of course. As not even just offensive line, defensive line, you got to come out them legs, come out them hips fast. Your hands got to be there too, but I mean, all your power come from your hips and lower body. So that's been a heavy focus. Power clean, squats, deadlifts, things of that sort. Yes, sir.
Growing up in Little Rock, Arkansas, Charleston, were you a big Arkansas Razorbacks fan?
I mean, not really. I've been an Ohio State fan my whole life.
Okay.
So
That's
they come to a surprise to a lot of people. Oh wow, Ohio State, this, that, and the third. It's been something about them. I've been an Ohio State fan my whole life. But the Hogs, they showed a lot of love. Especially with me being a nationally recruited high state prospect. I get phone calls every day. I go up there, I visit a lot because it's so close. I love Coach Sam Pittman and everything they got going on with their organization.
Did you ever come across, the Miami Hurricanes, just growing up as a kid, watching them on TV, or, did you know about their history and culture that they had?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Now my mom's boyfriend, he's a big like when I got the offer, they were standing beside me going crazy. Like he's a big my mom's boyfriend, a big Miami Hurricanes fan. He tell me little stories about the 2001, Miami team. They were I seen a 30 for 30 on ESPN or something like that. They they was something different. But not even that. My former favorite NFL team was the Carolina Panthers. Greg Olsen played with Miami, and my mom's boyfriend played their little song to me, and I heard it. The song called Seventh Floor. Yeah, they was some funny, man. They was something funny.
So, I wanna know, has there been a discussion to come down and visit the University of Miami? It seems like the family really is happy about it. Is that on the agenda moving forward to get down to Coral Gables? Visit campus, and maybe you'll get to meet Greg Olsen as well.
Yes, sir. It's definitely one of my priorities for this upcoming football season. Get down to see a game. I heard the atmosphere is crazy. So, just with it being Miami, the atmosphere is crazy. So Miami and football is two things that mix together well. Um, like it's a little minute away from where I stay, so that have to be playing. It's not just get up and wake out of bed type of thing. But I most definitely will make it down for a game before the season out.
Just for our fans here, so they can get a little idea of what kind of offers you got. We'll list off Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Michigan State, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, plus more. So I mean, and that's 2024. So we're dealing with a special recruit right here, guys. No doubt about it. He's going to get more and more offers. Are going to keep pouring in as time goes on, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, man. I mean, this overall recruiting process, even though you're 2024, how are you feeling about it, man? Are you enjoying it thoroughly? Is it a little stressful sometimes?
Yes, it's I deal with the politics, but at the same time, I focus on playing football. It gets stressful at times, not even just a college football, high schools with me being such a big recruit. I had a few different schools pulling at me and things of that sort. But overall, man, I just been enjoying it, taking everything one step at a time, not just going to like look at a campus, because all schools are campus. You don't have to have good people around to have a good campus. You just throw money at it. Boom, you got a big building. So when I go on my visits, I pay more attention to the people, not just the coaches, but the recruiting staff. How do the head coach treat the recruiting staff? How do the recruiting staff treat the janitor? I look at things like that. If I go somewhere, I want to spend my last 3 years with around good people that would just want the best for me.
How did you get notified about your Miami offer?
Oh, I got the call from Coach Jason himself. It's crazy.
Okay.
I was visiting. I was on a family trip in Bradenton, Florida. I was in Bradenton when I got the offer. And I wouldn't say it came out of nowhere. I got a friend that gave me a little whisper in my ear that he was probably gonna end up calling me. So once I got the call, it was crazy. Like I said, we was in a store, like we was walking in the grocery store getting snacks and stuff for our hotel room, and I had the phone on speaker, and my stepdad heard it. He was like his mouth just dropped. He was like, "That's Jason." I was like, "Yeah, it is him." So it was, like I said, it was something special. A lot of yelling in a grocery store. So
Right.
Well, Charleston, I mean, we've interviewed a lot of recruits. I don't think we've ever had a recruit on that has gotten an official offer from Miami from an NFL Hall of Famer. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You and Jason, when you guys speak, is there anything, does he try to work on your craft as a high school football player? Any advice he gives you to become better at the game of football? Since he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in the NFL, not college. This is the best connection.
That's for the best.
People.
Yeah. I mean, he is giving me a few pointers. He's like you said, you see my tape. He pointed out a few things. Especially about my motor or what things to do on this play. But the overall thing he preaches effort. Just him as a coach, not just me, him as a coach. The overall thing he preaches effort. If you go full speed on every play, some good is destined to happen. Even if you're just there, all 11 to the bar, he a good man. I tank it up on my words.
Charleston, man, describe your game. Let Canes fans know what kind of player you really are.
I feel as if I'm a high speed, very athletic, mobile defensive lineman. Like I said, I don't categorize myself as just a defensive lineman. I can play linebacker a little bit, little tight end, blocking back, running back. I played a little slide. I don't just categorize myself as a defensive lineman, even though that's where the bread and butter is. Everybody know that's where the money is. But I'm athletic, agile. I can move. You would look at me and be like, you wouldn't believe I was 265 pounds. So some people like you 265. I'm like, yeah. So yeah.
Do you play other sports besides football?
Actually, yes. I run track and I throw track. I do track and field. It's been 2 years since I played baseball. That's what you got here in the background. I don't know if I can turn my camera throughout that door. I'm in the middle of working out. I had found me a baseball trainer, so I'm in the middle of working out for that. I'm planning on getting back on the diamond this year. So, 3-sport athlete.
Well, go ahead, Ross. I'll let you finish.
Oh, I was just gonna say, man, I was gonna give him the 3 words here, man. Now that he's got a Miami Hurricanes offer, these 3 words: Miami Hurricanes football. What does it mean to you?
Man, to me, from what I know about the school, I don't think I can say it on here. Well, it's smash mouth football. We're gonna come out, we're gonna beat you, we ain't gonna care how you feel about it. And hey, you're gonna take it. You feel me? That's how I feel about Miami Hurricanes. But like I said, I love the people overall, the people that I have met, hopefully I'll be able to make more connections once I get down there, visit the game, actually see the campus for myself. Of course, I looked up pictures and things of that sort. But yeah.
Well, Charleston, man, we definitely are looking forward to your success on the football field, track and field, whether you pick up playing baseball again. We know the sky's the limit for you, and we're very excited to see you excel on and off of the football field moving forward.
Yes, sir.
I got that one question for him, Paul.
Yeah, Go for
I
it.
got that last question. This is Charleston. This is a question that I ask every single recruit that we bring on this show. Every single one of them. Why do you love the game of football? Where do you get that fire to go out there and compete at the highest level?
This one a little deep question. Just off the rip, my family, I wouldn't say it was a sport oriented type of family, so football has been my, release, my comfort zone, my go to area. I'm feeling bad, had a bad day, I go hit the field, work out, And luckily for me, I'm surrounded by a group of people, that's just a phone call away. Hey, coach, I want to go do this. I need to work on this. He'll probably beat me to the facility. You feel me? But it all started back when I was younger. Growing up without having too much of a father figure. My now trainer, I won't say he took me in, but he was that role model for me. It's my role. You look at any pictures on my social media, you will probably see him all through there. But football, like I said, it's been my escape. I can say it saved me a sort of way. I'm doing things now that nobody in my family for many generations have done. Nobody in a town or a state that I live in, not too many people have done what I've accomplished right now. Most people ask me how I feel. You ask me, I honestly feel like I haven't accomplished that much. I really haven't did anything. Offers is offers, but I haven't really just made any accolades for myself that I'll be proud of myself. But with that being said, there's just a little insight. I ain't want to go too deep on it.
Charleston, we greatly appreciate your time again, man. We know you're going to do great things moving forward. So, really excited to see you excel, and thank you for coming on the scoop, man. We greatly appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you guys for having me, man.
Take care. Absolutely, Charleston. Charleston Collins, a phenomenal football player, holds offers from Alabama, Miami, Michigan State, you name it. Everybody's going to be going after him. One of the best recruits in the class of 2024. And Ross, we got another one. Kendall Jackson backstage. Phenomenal young man, very talented football player. Why don't you introduce him to the viewers watching?
Yeah, we got one right out of enemy territory here, guys. We got a 2024 three-star defensive lineman from FW Buckles High School in Gainesville, Florida. This is Kendall Jackson.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on, Kendall? Welcome to the scoop.
Appreciate y'all for having me on here.
Hey, we love having very talented football players swing by. Were you able to go by the barbecue this past weekend at the University of Miami?
Yes, sir.
How was that experience coming on campus? I know you are in Gainesville, so I hope the hospitality was proper.
Yeah, the hospitality was amazing. For that to be my first time visit or recruiting event at Miami, it was a great experience. Family loved it. Like I said in my tweet, I loved it. My family loved it. I had a great time. The coaches was amazing. She was outstanding, and I would definitely go back to visit you again.
Who have you been speaking with the most from the coaching staff? Just messaging wise, just speaking with overall.
So when I got offered after that, it was like sort of like a dead period. So I couldn't really talk to any coaches like that. But I try to keep in contact with Coach Wright a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much how I keep in contact with him.
Kendall, what's your current height and weight right now?
I'm currently 6'4" and like a quarter, or 6'4" and a half and 250.
Okay. What's the focus been on lately? Taking your game to the next level, what have you been really focusing on?
Getting faster, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I put in a lot of muscle and a lot of weight, and I was like, I ain't feel as fast as I was last year, and I was like, I don't like that. So I've been doing track a lot lately. Every Tuesday and Thursday on the track with our track team, and just putting in work.
What is your ideal playing weight?
For this season, somewhere between 245 and 250.
Okay. And if you could, man, just give us a quick rundown on how last season went for you and your team.
Last season I had can't remember my stats all the way, but I had like 7 to 8 sacks. I think 11 tackles for loss. My stats I really can't remember, but it was my first year on varsity football starter. But we went to Final Four last year. Unfortunately, lost to St. Thomas Aquinas. But going back for Avengers this year, we're gonna make state and win it.
So Kendall, you're from Gainesville. Were the Florida Gators your fan favorite team growing up?
Yeah. So growing up, that was my favorite team. Family. My mom's side of the family graduated from there. My aunties, my mom, my uncle Bree, RIP to him, who Gator grade, and he's actually at University of Miami as well.
So Miami wasn't a family favorite, you could say.
Yeah.
But, of course, in deciding a school, you have to be open-minded with everyone. Do you think, being on campus, meeting the coaches, your family, yourself, obviously you have to be open-minded in your decision, or, it really made a good impact, positive impact on the University of Miami.
Yes, sir.
What was your favorite part about visiting?
Honestly, the pool, cause the cookout, because as we were there, it was just everybody getting along, having fun, getting to know each other. Like, me getting to know new coaches that I haven't seen yet, and getting to talk to the coaches more. As I was at the pool, me and my mom and my dad, they were sitting there talking to Coach Cristobal's wife and having a good conversation with her. And, just the fact that they took time to come talk and meet my parents. And that was special to me.
Kendall, what do you feel the best traits are for a defensive lineman, mentally and physically?
Physically, speed and strength. That's all you can really ask for. Have on D line, and mentally, just to think that you're the best out there, that nobody can guard you or block you. That's what I think about every day. I'm going to practice or a game. Just gotta show that I'm like that.
Now, for you specifically, what are some of the differences between pass rushing and run stuffing? Because everybody kind of has their own thing. What are some of your differences?
Pass rushing, I like to remove space, but run block, I like to create space. I know a lot of people oversize flipping their hips, which I do too, but overuse hips. But as I'm doing my moves, I don't technically like to overflip them to where my body is facing the opponent. I like to at least be able to stay hip to hip, because if I get my hip through, then I won that pass rush. And my arms, I have an 80-inch wingspan, so I like to keep separation between run game.
So Kendall, when's your first game this upcoming season?
August 19th, we play Trinity Christian out of Ocala.
16 days away. How fired up are you?
I'm super fired up. They have Miami commit Olaman, who decommitted from Florida. I can't really remember his name at the moment, but me and him have talked a couple times. Well, I've seen him at visits and seen his film, and I feel like it's gonna be a good game.
I love it, man. I know you're fired up. I know you can't wait to get back on that football field. What's the expectation at FW Buckholz High School in Gainesville?
Go to states and win it.
Love it. I love that mentality. Ross, you got anything else for Kendall?
Yeah, you said it was a Trinity Christian Academy. Is that you're playing?
Trinity Catholic.
Trinity Catholic. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had it clear there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a Trinity Catholic.
Yeah, no worries. It's okay. Overall, man, just overall, how are your feelings on this new Miami staff, and is the type of staff that you could see yourself playing for?
So this is like actually my first time dealing with Miami recruiting.
Mm.
So for this to be the first staff that I've seen, I like it. I mean, they got high energy. They got seem the culture is real. The relationship part is real, and that's big to me. And I just think that I like the staff a lot, and that I could see myself playing there soon. Playing there just depends.
Well, I just got 2 more questions for you, man. One of them is describe your game. What kind of player are you?
Fast, physical, tenacious, shoot athletic, versatile, um, explosive, smart. I can have put a whole lot of words into how I play. It's just I feel like I got a lot of good attributes, great attributes.
Yeah, you see it on your film, man. You really do, mentally and physically. Well, my last question for you, and I've actually asked you this question when we had you on last time, but I'm always curious to see if the answers change a little bit or not. Why do you love football? Why do you love the sport of football? What gets that fire going in you to go out and compete at the highest level?
Growing up, I always loved this. Growing up, I always loved the sport. I played flag football when I was 4, and I got flagged all the time for tackling kids, and I was like, I didn't like this no more. Once at that point, I was thinking about quitting, but once I got in the past, it was like, this is a real fun sport, and the fact that it brings people together. Like strangers, you think you go from strangers to brothers in like less than a week. Like this sport is special. A lot of sports pretty like have their ways of bringing people together and doing things outside of just being on your team. But football, I feel like it's a special sport. It gives people it helps people through a lot. It just gives people a better way to live, and just why I love the sport.
Well, Kendall, thank you so much for stopping by again. We
So
greatly appreciate your time, and hey, we're looking forward to your first football game coming up against Tommy Kinsler, and hopefully you guys can bring home the state title to FW Buckles.
yes, sir. Thank you for having me on.
You got it, Kendall. Take care. All right. That was our recruiting show for tonight, guys. We had a lot of very young, talented young men who are going to be phenomenal football players, and they all hold Miami Hurricanes offers. Some names to keep your eye out in the near future. We're excited about tomorrow's show. Right now, we're going to have a former player on who's held a very high position in the NFL, on and off the football field. So look out for that. Should be going on at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And always, guys, all about the U. Go Canes.
Go Canes.